Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Will and we are back with some more Zenless Zone Zero today. Just logging in. Today, last stream we kind of just messed around and did a bunch of side stuff that we don't normally do on stream. Today we're gonna check events, see if anything new is popping off. I don't think there is. And then, I also need to double check when the update is happening. One day. Okay, so I think the update's happening tomorrow. Wait, is it a character swap or is it an actual update? Flashbang. On a game 8 to check on the next update for Zenless Zone Zero. Yeah. Alright, let's see here. Next update is on the 22nd. Okay, yeah. So the next update will be literally tomorrow. So next time we play Zenless Zone Zero on Thursday, we'll be playing the 1.5 version, which is going to introduce, well, fully introduce the idol as well as her manager slash bodyguard. We've already met them at the end of the last story beat, but I mean like full on meet. Meet. Yeah, all this stuff. Oh yeah, I think we also have I think we could do some Bangboo. We had a bunch of coins. Oh, we're one short. Frick. I also bought some of these. And then, yeah, we earned 4 of those. Honestly, it definitely feels like the stuff we get for pulls have been slowing a bit. Alright, we are gonna probably... I think we're gonna go and do a character story. Always the last button I press. I always try the L triggers first, and I always forget. Alright, staff room. We're going to a videotape. We're gonna pick out one and see. I think there's 3 left. Oh, no, we did his, but by accident. And I think we did his also by accident. Because... yeah, they framed these as events, but they were actually just these tapes, but I wasn't aware that we were doing them. So yeah, it's only 2 left, actually. All the rest of them we've completed. So let's go and do this one. Alright, my head's like out of it right now.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Public Security Officer Jing Yi. May I know the specific request you have for public security community service? Shh, hold on for a sec. Oh, is that you, Manager? My apologies. I didn't recognize you while I was in autopilot mode. What are you two?
If even androids can understand the meaning of life, then perhaps humans can too.
Finished. What a classic. What are you watching so intently?
Endbringer 2. It's the kind of classic you can watch over and over again.
Oh, is the film that captivating? One moment. Just give me a second. And done. I've watched it. It's about an E-800 model android protecting a little girl amidst the perilous apocalypse, supporting each other through thick and thin. They gradually become attached to one another, but in the end have no choice but to part ways. The plot's decent enough, I suppose.
Ugh, did you search for spoilers? That's not how you're supposed to watch movies, officer.
I didn't look up spoilers. I simply extracted the movie from the database for data analysis and pattern recognition.
Master, this is technical jargon of an advanced artificial consciousness. Allow me to translate for you. Yes, Qingyi essentially read spoilers.
The smart voice assistant you two are using seems to have quite the unique personality setting loaded into it. Ah, right. I happen to have a work-related matter which requires your assistance. I need to borrow some tapes to further analyze human behavior. Horror movies, to be exact. With mysterious forces at play, the more the better. It's for Public Security's community service program.
Oh? May I ask what kind of community service you're talking about?
I can tell you find the whole thing a little unusual too. Actually, I also think this community service is somewhat dull.
So that's why you activated autopilot mode. If only I could handle tedious tasks while also catching up on some sleep.
Tedious. Ha, ha. As if the mere word tedious could encompass everything. It all began when the bigwigs at Public Security realized that no matter how many decrees they make, Internet is still unstoppable. As a result, who else other than Officer Juyuan proposed a strategy of guiding rather than blocking? Citizens have a real need to face the hollows and can't always turn to Public Security for everything. So Internet has naturally appeared to meet those needs. If only every Public Security officer could dedicate a set amount of time to community service, helping citizens with their actual problems. Once we establish trust between citizens and Public Security, then the plan to completely eradicate Internet will have taken its first step.
Oh, that's a great strategy.
How commendable of Zhu Yuan. Having such an officer serving us really brings peace of mind.
It is a good plan. However, for some reason, I sense that you two might not be completely sincere. Never mind. I suppose I'm not entirely sincere myself, mainly due to the absurd demands citizens are making. For example, testing whether their fiancé would flirt with other women behind their back. Or, I suspect there's some mysterious force at work on 6th Street. Please deal with it, officer. What's worse is my assigned partner today. Ugh, that guy. One second he's proclaiming that though community service seems a little trivial, he's determined and dedicated to taking up that task. Then, before I even finished a sip of hot water, he goes bolting off on another case somewhere else, like a gust of wind weaving through the mountains. Young people these days.
Teaming up with a public security officer to solve cases. It's just like a plot from a movie. Sounds exciting. Count me in.
I never expected the manager to be interested in such things.
I think Bro just wants to show off and strut around with a public security badge pinned on his coat.
If the manager is willing to assist, it would indeed be a great help to me. However, giving you a badge is out of the question. Nominally appointing you as an assistant public security officer, though, is a possibility.
Then you can leave the store to me for the day, bro.
Then I'll go ahead and clear up the other community service appointments first. Let's meet on the street later.
Alright, so I think this one came out like, quite a bit ago. I think this might have taken place right after our story with the police. It actually might take, I think it might take place between our section with the cops and where we're introduced to Jane Doe. I think that's where this one takes place, is in between those two stories. Because I think the person she was talking about was Seth. The person that was running off, I think.
Nothing beats caffeine on a lazy afternoon.
Give me your coffee, robot man. Your sweet bean-based juices. Alright, and we also have to do the Scratchy Lotto.
Stopping to take a break can help you go further.
And yeah, like I said, the update's going to be happening probably tomorrow for North America, so next time we play, we will be in the brand new update, which I don't even know fully what the story is. I did not watch the stream in full. I just kind of skimmed it and just saw like what like the new characters were. So I still need to actually sit down and fully watch it. Honestly, it feels like some of the hoyoverse streams have kind of been, I don't know, kind of needlessly long. Like, I know they've always been kind of an hour, but recently it just feels like, I don't know, the cadence of it is just like a lot slower and it's more stretched out, where it's like, here's the new characters, here's the new things and updates. Yeah, I feel like they need to be a bit more snappier with it. A bit.
No need to jump to any strange conclusions, Holly. Just tell me what's the matter.
Okay. Actually, it's about my good friend Teddy. He's been missing for several days now.
Missing? There doesn't seem to be any filed reports about a missing person in this area. Have you been to the public security office with your parents recently?
No, we haven't. Dad said since we just moved away from the old metro zone, we don't have the resources to deal with Teddy right now. But I'm really worried. I've never gone so long without seeing Teddy before.
That's terrible.
The assistant public security officer is right. A disappearance is not a trivial matter and must be handled by public security. Do you have a photo of Teddy?
Yes, I have tons. At least I did. But during our move, because we were in a hurry to catch the evacuation train, all our luggage was...
Not a problem. Now, I will ask you a few questions. You must think carefully. The more accurate your answers, the higher the chance we will find Teddy. Understand? Let's start. Height? Weight?
Teddy is exactly 20 centimeters shorter than me, so he's 101 centimeters tall. He's heavier than me, about 32 kilograms.
Can you describe the color and style of clothes Teddy was wearing when he disappeared?
A blue shark onesie.
So, Teddy must look something like this, right?
Whoa, you can really draw, Miss Officer. That's Teddy. But he's been gone so many days. Do you think we can still find him?
Your case is now accepted, Citizen Holly.
Oh, thank you so much. Dad told me that the officers at Public Security wouldn't have time for this sort of thing.
Don't worry, Public Security Officer Ching Yi will be on the case. But there's one last question I need you to answer. Can you do that for me?
Okay.
When and where did you last see Teddy?
It was at the Gravity Cinema. I wanted popcorn, so Teddy went out to buy some. I waited until the movie was over, but Teddy never came back.
Gravity Cinema? That's right next to the branch office, and yet a disappearance happened.
I can't believe a crime would happen in plain sight like that. It's worth investigating.
Good. But first, I need to escort Holly home. Let's meet later near Gravity Cinema in Lumina Square.
Cinema? That's an alarming amount of surveillance cameras. Like, first of all, you'd probably just want to start with the immediate area scanning, which there should not be more than like 150 would still be a lot. Like, who's setting up the cameras? Are they in like the most efficient angle humanly possible? Like, you should be able to set up like maybe 3 or 4 cameras and it covers like majority of the area. I would assume. I don't know. That just seems like an insane amount of cameras. Put it in the bag. Oh, that was... Sorry, I keep getting distracted on some camera. Just focus. I'm at my job.
Judging from your appearance, it seems like you found something.
I found quite a few suspicious items. Please assess them. What do you think? Pretty good, huh?
Manager, why did you pick up so much trash? Don't...
Trash? So it's all useless. Seems not just anyone can be an officer.
Completely normal for a first investigation. After all, evidence doesn't just fall from the sky, you know? Let me analyze these videos, then together with... Wait a minute. What's that in your pocket?
There's something about the dog in the other seat that just reminds me of, like, I don't know, something very unnerving. I think it's because his eyes are going this way. He's got the devil in him.
I picked it up earlier. It's a signed poster and seemed collectible, so I thought I'd take it home.
It has value as a collectible? Then it shouldn't have been discarded so carelessly for you to find like that. Without the manager's deep knowledge of films, I might have overlooked this detail. The handwriting is a bit smudged, but you can still make out "To Holly." If it was dropped by Teddy, it's worth further investigation. Let me scan it. Look, there's residue of a strong reaction from highly active etheric matter. Quite a significant amount, too. An item outside a hollow contaminated with such a high concentration of etheric residue. This actually makes our search easier. I've also made some progress. I discovered a suspicious vehicle that was parked here when Teddy disappeared. If it's related to the disappearance, then the vehicle might also be contaminated with etheric residue. Let's go and check it out. Very good, Assistant Public Security Officer. We quickly tracked down the suspicious vehicle. As I suspected, there's residue of a strong reaction from highly active etheric matter on the rear wheels.
All right, then let's hurry and arrest the car's owner.
Huh? No, that's not how this works. Criminal investigation requires concrete evidence. We need to keep calm, Assistant Officer. Etheric residue is indeed suspicious, but this is new Eridu after all. There are various causes for contamination with etheric residue. We can't quite deem it something particularly strange at this stage. No worries. I'll handle surveillance of the car. I don't need to sleep anyway.
Are you sure you'll be okay if you don't rest at all, Qingyi?
Zhuyuan always expresses the same. It's just unnecessary concern. Everyone is acting like this. Zhuyuan, Holly, and now even the manager. Humans are indeed an interesting species, projecting so much emotion onto things that are not even alive. Though helping citizens is part of a public security officer's duties, Teddy is just a Bangboo. In the end, the existence of intelligent machines is to be discarded in place of humans when danger arises. Take me, for example. Despite being an advanced model known as a 01NG6 criminal investigation automaton, I'm essentially just a Bangboo with more complex functionality. And regarding life and death, I believe Teddy and I are identical. Neither of us actually cling to it. I really didn't expect Holly to be so upset.
I'm no expert, but the purpose of intelligent machines definitely isn't just to be discarded.
A most interesting species indeed. Don't worry, Bangboo or automaton, we are not as fragile as humans. Today's investigation was very fruitful. With these leads, we can apply for an official search warrant from public security. If there's anything I need help with in the future, I'll be sure to contact you. I'll be leaving now.
Alright, I guess that's part 1 done. That was pretty quick. Again, I always feel like maybe part 1s are always like shorter than I feel like they should be. Okay, part 2s, normally there's some sort of fight in them. Let's see if that holds it.
You. I'm Public Security Officer Chingy. Please tell me the specific request you have for Public Security Community Service.
Really? Still on autopilot mode, huh? How about it? Should we wake up Chingy?
Chingy, wake up.
Is that the manager I hear? Taking a little break did help me feel much better.
You seem kinda tired. Are you okay?
It had been too long since I last shut down, and my processors were being occupied with redundant data. That's all. It matters not. I've been keeping watch over the suspicious vehicle we identified last time, and finally caught evidence of it entering and exiting the Cretan Hollow. I've applied for personnel and carrots from public security. Once the approval goes through, we can go find Teddy.
Excuse me for interrupting. I thought I saw a public security officer heading this way. Ah, you must be Officer Qingyi. Our little Holly has really caused you trouble lately.
What is this for?
I'm so sorry. Kids don't understand. To trouble public security over such a matter is really making too much of a fuss. If it was lost, it's lost. That Bangboo was old anyway. I thought I might as well buy a new one for Holly this time. Just reset the Bangboo and give it to her. You can tell her you found Teddy, and that'll be the end of all this.
Are you sure? Holly must have really cherished Teddy.
Right. Please trust that... Oh, wait a minute. I understand, if that's what you wish.
Huh? Qingyi, why the sudden... He sure left in a hurry.
I think Teddy can still be saved. I mean, the real Teddy.
He's just a father worried about his daughter. No need to argue over the details of the investigation with him. Moreover, I just received a message indicating that it's unclear whether this Teddy number 2 will be able to help. So, I've decided to handle it this way for now.
Wait, Qingyi. What's really going on?
Yes, the approval didn't come through. Bangboo can't be classified as people. It can't be handled as a missing persons case, only as a theft. So we can't get approval for extra personnel or a carrot. This means the rescue operation in the Hollow will inevitably be delayed. And by then, Teddy's chances will be quite slim.
But deceiving Holly with a new Bangboo isn't right.
I never said we were abandoning the real Teddy. It's just that bringing the real Teddy back in one piece isn't very realistic. You haven't forgotten, have you? The biggest advantage of intelligent machines is replaceability. If an arm breaks, just attach a new one. If the body is damaged beyond repair, just get a new one. As long as we can retrieve the most core memory chip.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. No wonder you're the public security's intelligence system. You see things from a different angle.
Master, stay calm. If you can't remain composed, then allow me to pour a bucket of cooled cybernetic water over you. This plan has a flaw. Teddy is a model from 8 years ago, and there are aesthetic differences from this year's latest model. It seems Officer Qingyi's AI system requires further iteration for thoroughness.
That's not a problem. The difference between the Bangboo isn't that big. Just some modifications to make it look similar to the older version should do.
All right, Fairy. Enough with the attitude. Please search for the specific differences between the old and new versions of the Bangboo.
Understood. Scanning the blog. OMG, is there anything cuter than the old Bangboo models? I just want to hug it to death. Result 1. The old version of the Bangboo has a super chubby tubby tummy. Am I the only one who loves its tummy? Result 2. The old version of the Bangboo is super duper cute the way it sputters with its mechanical kinetic core. Result 3. Wah! The previous version of the Bangboo clearly had more emotes. I miss those. Based on the results extracted from the blog, we can modify the new Bangboo's appearance based on these 3 points to perfectly replicate the old version of Teddy.
It never occurred to me before, but some things are better written than read out loud. Thanks, Fairy.
You're very welcome. I am a smart voice assistant dedicated to showing you different perspectives.
In that case, the task at hand is quite clear. Let's start modifying Teddy number 2.
Teddy number 2. And I think it would be cool if they had, like, instead of it being, like, different Bangboos, you had, like, a Bangboo customization set. So it's always just the one same Bangboo you take in, but, like, you can equip different, like, costumes and abilities. I think that would have been cooler. Because it makes it seem like you're always going on these adventures with the same little guy. Which, like, he's usually there, but same when it's like a different dude jumping into the fight. we don't have to come to this shop that frequently, so... In fact, it's extremely rare when we do. This is like the first time in a bit. Last time we came here is because we just wanted to. I think the last time we had to come here was like maybe back in version 1 or 2. So it's been a minute. 2 months. But she's like, I love her outfit design. It's great. The 3 color tone combo they have for her, like outfit, hat, and like accessories. Alright, hold on. Before we go over there, let's go into the shop.
Good evening. We just got a new batch of products in. Feel free to browse.
Okay, so this kind of shows us maps. Okay, so database just kind of gives us information. Dude, this place has its own soundtrack and everything, and it's like you don't get to come in here.
Having trouble deciding what to buy? I can always give you some tips.
I so wish they'd let us do this to S and level some of these up. Or I don't know, maybe I just don't have the right materials. Maybe there's a way to get like blueprints for S. Oh, I'm still missing that one, which is like a cool Zen Garden themed one.
Having trouble deciding what to buy? I can all. Did you get what you were looking for?
I don't know. I feel like that shop I'm never actually going to really use. Just because, I don't know. I do need to start like fucking with the engines and CDs a lot more. I always do the bare minimum whenever I get a character. Oh wait, did we ever do this? Wait, where am I going? Ah, small chop.
Officer Chingy! I just saw you and the video store manager on the street, so I thought I'd... What? Is that Teddy? You found Teddy already!
Oh.
This isn't Teddy. Officer, did you find the wrong Bangboo?
Are you sure, Holly?
Yeah, I'm sure. Teddy is my closest friend, and I would never mistake him. Teddy's ear should have a dent here, from when he tried to protect me from falling one time. And Teddy's bottom should have glue on it from when I was little. The glue was stuck so strong that it wouldn't wash off. Officer Chingy? Was it because you couldn't find Teddy, so you...
It appears that you remember everything about Teddy, Holly. Listen, it's all because this rookie public security officer here trusted the wrong information, and we got the wrong Bangboo.
Yeah, it's my fault.
Let's not forget that I'm a very experienced public security officer, and that I wouldn't make such a rudimentary mistake. From here on out, I will be taking over the case personally, and will definitely find Teddy.
Really?
Yes, really. So, we'll be busy now continuing this investigation. Can you—
Yes!
What a sharp child. Even if they look nearly identical, and even if we could retrieve Teddy's memory, Teddy number 2 would still be a completely different Bangboo to Holly.
The most treasured moments in life are those shared experiences that cannot be replicated.
Okay. Like I've always said, humans are indeed an interesting species. Thank you for helping me cover up the lie just now. The next step is to venture into the hollow to rescue the Bangboo. It'll be much too dangerous for you, manager. I'll figure something out by myself. See you later.
Can't believe we actually went along with that, though, as like an actual plan. I thought we'd run both of them in parallel, but instead we just kind of went all in on the Mark II and just kind of did that, and since it failed now, we have to do the other one. Interesting, no fight in part 2. Part 2, once again, this one's super short. Jeez, okay, what time is it? These usually take about an... Okay. I was gonna say, these usually take about an hour. It does not feel like it. We're coming up on an hour, but... Wow. We've been flying through this one. This one actually felt super short. Honestly, it felt like only 20 minutes. There's a knock at the door. Could it be? What? Oh yeah, wait. Hold on. Can't remember. There's rewards for leveling up our Internaut. But like at this point, we very rarely do that. Oh, Internaut level. Duh. Literally the one highlighted. Oh, yay. Okay, we got the hi-fi ones. Sweet, sweet, sweet. I guess we already claimed that. Yeah, the timeline, super awesome that they added that. And yeah, announcements. Wait, actually, what's up here? Edit info, edit title. God, I need to get those other things up to more than 0. Like, they added them, but I do not know what they're tied to. Like, the little emblems in our tag name. Like, we have 040. It's like, I don't know what those are for. And of course, I changed out our team. So our team is Section 6, rolling.
This is the...
So,
Nothing to fear.
I shall...
Needs... This is... Let me finish my cup of erratic...
I only handle technical matters.
I don't have a type. Anyway. Alright, I want to check... Alright, hold on. I want to look at some... Luckily, I still have Game 8 pulled up. Bang.
Let me. You have.
I'm at.
Is it standing by?
Is it time to clock out?
Alright, I want to level him up. Oh, I didn't even know we had so much. Heck yeah. Alright, still need to get all those, but we got him up to 30. Alright, I haven't tried to do any of his engine stuff. Of course, his engine is like his signature engine that's in the shop. Followed up by... Ooh, okay. His setup's actually super doable. His number 2 spot is another, or his alternate number 1 spot is another S, which I don't think we have. No, we do not. But then all the other engines that work for him are A ranks. So his number 2 spot is an A rank, which is super good. Unfortunately, it's one of the few A's that we do not have. Shit. Drill rig red. Oh my god, that's another A we don't have. Oh my god! He's got like a bunch of A engines that work for him really well. And like, the following, it's like 1 S and then 3 A's. And we only have the very final one, and it's this one. And it's like, bro, really? I pull A's all the time, and it's 2 of them that we don't have. Okay, wait, hold on. Actually, can we make it? Hold on. Let's go back to that shop and see if we can make the engine.
I just tried contacting Qingyi again, but still no reply. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Could it be that she went into the hollow alone?
Barry, quickly search internet for any posts that might have been made by Qingyi.
Search complete. There is a suspicious post. The content is as follows. Esteemed Proxies, I wish to hereby notify you of a Bangboo rescue commission in the Cretan Hollow. Based on data analysis and pattern recognition results, the rescue target is likely in the T8AE32 area. Any interested parties may leave a message. Details to be discussed in person. Meeting face-to-face can effectively advance the work progress.
Data analysis and pattern recognition? Along with that old-fashioned tone? It's definitely Qingyi.
Bad news. There have been no responses to the post from any proxy, and the last message was posted by the author 13 minutes ago saying, I have arrived near the hollow. Just checking one last time. If there are no takers for the job, then so be it.
Bro, if we hurry straight to the target area mentioned in the post, we might still make it in time.
Right. Let's get going.
Alright, hold on. Before we do that, I wanted to go and check on this. I also looked up the CDs that's good for him. It seems like a lot of the electric type characters use like the same CDs. So we could probably put on a CD set for him because I'm pretty sure we have quite a few lightning ones. It's supposed to be a thunder metal discs.
You know, the sun shining so brightly today makes it the perfect condition for shopping.
Okay, it looks like we can only craft the engines that we already have, unfortunately. Let's see here. Can I find... Okay, this one's the alternate S that he uses. And I think one of the A's... Okay, yeah. This one. This A or this A. I think those might be rewards for doing...
Why not try your luck again?
Not Internaut. Oh, whoa, we got like a lot of new ones for some reason. I'm drawing a blank, Agent. No, that's that.
Let me finish my cup of hot water.
Oh, it's the new Eridu City thing. This one. Shit. Okay, I think it might... One of them might be a reward for that, if not both of them. So it's like, oof. I kind of hate when there's a reward locked into that and you can't get it any other way. It's really annoying. It is that way in Genshin. I haven't been paying super close attention to the A engines in the character cycles and stuff. So it could be part of just like, we could probably pull it maybe, hopefully. But yeah, 2 of the engines have another A.
Eradicate all evil. Let's secure the perimeter.
I still need to get better with Miyabi and Yanagi comboing. I have been running like off stream, running the Section 6 team up with Sukaku, and I've been getting much better. Sukaku literally is, she comes in, does her move, and then her move triggers a hit R1 for another character to come in, except it's not like the big one that pops up on screen, but it's like more subdued, like down in the corner, and then they do like a come-in attack. So I've been working on that, but I still need to practice having those 2 characters directly chain off of one another. Because Yanagi, her standard moves are a little awkward to me. Her alts are really good and I can chain them easily.
Master, I have located Officer Qingyi.
Huh, a familiar Bangboo indeed. We meet again, Faithin. As the #1 wanted proxy on Internet, isn't it a bit careless of you to take the job?
Can't be helped. It's a job from public security after all. Think of it as banking some goodwill for future favors.
What? Did you know it was a job from public security when you accepted it?
To be honest, Officer Qingyi, your post on Internet was way too obvious.
So it was too obvious, which is why nobody signed up for this gig. Then why would Faithin... No. Could you actually be a decent person?
Please don't sound so surprised when trying to compliment someone.
Very well. I suppose it's only fair to show a bit of courtesy now that I require your assistance. The situation is this. I'm tracking a vehicle related to the case, and it found traces that could belong to that car. I need a proxy for navigation inside the hollow. Please assist me with my investigation. The suspicious vehicle we were staking out was last seen here. All traces of suspicious activity must be investigated. Compared to the legal investigation activities registered by the HIA, everything else counts as suspicious activity. I'm sending the coordinates to you now.
Master, high ether activity detected coming from this forklift. This matches the evidence previously collected by Officer Qingyi.
Alright. Yeah, I am. Sorry, I was ignoring chat.
A forklift? They're not exactly a rare sight in the Hollows. But how should I put this? This particular forklift seems to be giving its own game away. It seems to be screaming, I'm just a totally normal abandoned forklift. I'm not blocking anything at all.
You can dock forklifts. Good to know.
Master, unknown distress signal detected. Analysis complete. The distress signal is coming from a Bangboo. A route to the source of the distress signal has been identified.
Officer, we've detected a Bangboo search and rescue signal.
You certainly know what you're doing. So much so that I want to break my promise and arrest you.
Alright, chill out there.
Catch me if you can, Officer Grandma.
So infuriating. Slow down. Respecting your elders is a virtue.
I think I just heard a click, but nothing happened?
The ejector failed to launch. Oh, the recklessness of youth. Not to worry, I'll fix it. Don't go running off, Proxy.
The source is just up ahead. Go wait for Chingy over there, Wise.
This is strange. The signal should have been coming from here. Teddy, is that you?
Bing Bong's here! The Bangboo Boonappers strike again!
Who's there?
I already said it! I'm Bing Bong from the Bangboo Boonappers! Oh, what do we have here? A little Bangboo that can talk! Don't see that every day! Gonna be sure to nab this one! Speaking of which, that emergency signal device that we took off of Bangboo, it is really coming in handy! Seems any Bangboo would fall for it.
Something's off about this guy. Let's get out of here and find Chingy.
Oh? You're not going anywhere. You're property of the Bangboo Boonappers now. Here, have a taste of this special Bangboo spray.
Ugh.
Everything suddenly went black. Did we lose the connection with you?
I think he just spray painted
Girl,
us.
Are you okay?
My eyes started to sting all of a sudden.
Your eyes?
Huh. I'm trying to think. Have we ever talked about having a such a level of connection with the Bangboo that they're like able to feel it? Which, by the way, I also thought about this the other day. I was watching a streamer who is playing through the final stages of last chapter. And when the siblings, their eyes start glowing blue, like, I think my theory last time I was streaming was like, oh, well, the experiments that they were doing were kind of split into either they were trying to infuse people with like the stuff from the hollow so they become immune or become like one with it, and like the siblings seem to be immune to it. But I didn't even think about this, but the officer is a good example. Are the twins like robots? Like, are they like really like hyper realistic humans, but they're actually just robots with like advanced AI? Because that would explain like the blue ring in their eyes and why Fairy also has a blue ring. And why it seemed like... I don't remember, I don't think... Has Hollow Corruption ever actually threatened their lives? I can't quite remember. But yeah, when in that final chapter, the villain like tried to do like some sort of hollow corrupting thing, and it didn't work on them, and their eyes started glowing blue. So I'm thinking maybe they're like, I don't know, some sort of cyborg, or possibly just a straight up android with like a hyper advanced AI.
Don't worry, I'm okay now. But let's check on Eos. I wonder what could have happened.
Barry, can you still connect to Eos? Hurry!
After disconnecting, I've sent 28 reconnection requests. All have failed. Now attempting to use a backup line.
Eos.
I have successfully connected via the backup line, but the transmission is extremely unstable. It appears that the communication system has been severely damaged. However, the communication signal between Eos and Qingyi hasn't been damaged. Do you wish to bridge a connection via Eos to connect to Qingyi? To prevent Master's identity from being exposed, I can add a heavy voice masking effect for both of you. However, there is still a 43% chance of you being recognized by Officer Qingyi. What's your decision, Master?
We're doing it. Yeah, or it could be like a Ghost in a Shell situation where there's a human brain inside a cybernetic body. There's so many questions. I think I am leaning into they might be some form of robot. At least their bodies are. Or I don't know. Like, it could always be, like, eyes glowing is, like, a thing that's never, like, a clear thing in this game because, what's his face from Section 6? His eyes glow, like, yellow because he was experimented on, so it could just be they were subject to a different type of experiment, or they could just be straight-up robots. Questions. Who knows? Because, yeah, as far as I'm aware, like, the officer that we're with now, you could tell that she's a robot because she has, like plugs in her body, and she has, like, clear, like, lines on her body where, like, parts can, like, come off and be put back on. But, for both of the main characters, it could be that they have just a more advanced unit of, like, robotic body. Who knows? But yeah, I think I'm leaning into they might be some form of robot, possibly.
Bridge a connection to Qingyi.
Understood. Bridging a connection to Qingyi via Eos.
Qingyi, can you hear me?
Oh? Has the connection been restored? That's Faithin for you. Don't worry, I've arrived at the location of the emergency signal. I'll be sure to rescue your Bangboo. I'll need him to get out of this hollow. I don't want to become an Ethereal.
To the fight! It's weird, the fight loading in these usually feel like they take, like, a bit longer than they should. Yeah, like, you can see, like, on her legs, she's got, like, clear lines and stuff. And now it's her robotic body.
I've arrived at the scene. Let's go save your Bangboo.
Wait, where'd that line come from? Oh wait, no, she doesn't have anything built up. I'm an idiot. I was coming in with triangle. Ah, dang it. I was hoping I could knock him out of the firing animation. That was a fat nope. I love her so much. She is so awesome. She is never not fun to play. Whoop.
Waste of time.
Oh, come on. There we go.
It's over. We press on. There's nowhere to run. Victory, the only option. Enemy evaded. Such provocations don't go unanswered.
Get wrecked.
Surrender. How naive. Resistance is futile. Okay. Weak spot located. Mind your manners. No room for mercy.
Okay, kind of stuck in a corner here.
Watch out.
Oh my god! Oh, heck.
The
frick?
suspect has given up and surrendered.
That dude survived like quite a bit longer than I thought he would.
No! I've had enough! Please, go easy on me, officer. Anyway, what's a public security officer doing around here? Is it really worth all the trouble to come after a little resale business like ours?
Incorrect. At this moment, I am not a public security officer. Now, tell me, or you'll get a taste of this pepper spray. I mean, special bamboo spray.
No, wait! No, that is not pepper spray! It's a concentrated ether solution. Please, let me go! I'll tell you everything!
Concentrated ether solution. EOS.
That's right. The person you just heard is a fellow public security investigator. A heinous crime.
Wait, officer! I had no idea! I wouldn't dare do such a thing! Huh? Wait, didn't you just say you weren't from public security?
Then explain. Why did you attack a bamboo? Where is your base? How did you carry out the crimes? I see. So you would use the concentrated ether solution to instantly corrupt the bamboo and cause its systems to malfunction, disrupting communication, self-recovery modules, and other functions. If that's the case, then Teddy wouldn't be able to send out a distress signal to public security. But kidnapping Bamboo just to dismantle them and sell off the parts? How could he have embarked on such an unreliable path of crime? By the way, how is your Bamboo doing?
How is EOS?
He doesn't appear to have any cosmetic damage, but it seems like his intelligence has suffered a drop.
Master, I have both good news and bad news.
Tell me the bad news first.
EOS is only capable of basic communication for the time being. The module for collecting holo data has been damaged by 87%. Please do not use it. As for the good news, there is no more bad news.
Oh, Teddy has already been sprayed with the ether spray for several days. If we don't hurry, there'll be no hope of saving him. According to Bing Bong's account, there's still a whole pile of stolen bamboo in their hideout. We've detained Bing Bong, but if we don't act now, it'll alert the others. But no matter what, we must continue the rescue. What do you think, Phaethon?
Agreed. But EOS has been damaged. What should we do?
Officer Qingyi, I believe it is time to use that technology, if you know what I mean.
We sprung from the same stalk. What need each the other fry? An AI calculating an AI. But it is a good idea. You mean that technology, right? Very well. Let's proceed.
Very well. Let's proceed.
Wait, you AIs? Mind explaining what you're talking about in human language?
Affirmative. translating communication into language that can be understood by humans. Using distributed computing, a portion of EOS's functions can be installed onto Officer Jingyi's system.
Sorry, I'm still not catching on.
Understood. I will attempt to explain EOS and Jingyi's distributed computing technology in layman's terms. You will use sensory sync with Officer Jingyi. By using distributed computing, you can immediately restore the ability to search the hollow as long as we can maintain stable communication. The risk of using this technology is that Officer Jingyi will also be affected by EOS's ether corruption.
Oh, but
It matters not.
Just don't overdo it, Jingyi.
Don't worry. I'm a 01NG6 criminal investigation automaton. It's my duty to save every citizen of New Eridu. I'm not such a fragile existence like humans. Isn't that right, little Bangboo? I've granted you access to my interface, AI. Let's start the sync.
Understood. Initiating sensory sync.
Oh, cutscene. The power of forehead-to-forehead contact. I don't think we've seen anything like this before.
Packaging distributed virtual interface. HDD unidirectional control on standby.
Activate the connection.
See? They are so a robot.
Anyway, the secret passage is right here. Let me give it a scan first. Sure enough, here it is. Looks like Bing Bong wasn't lying after all. Oh, it's a shark boo. The chance of it being Teddy is...
Aw.
Master, your powers of deduction know no bounds.
The guy looks depressed.
The identity of this shark boo cannot be ascertained, but it is not Teddy.
It's all in a day's work for a public security officer. Proxy, I suggest you turn away. I don't want your Bangboo to see what happens next. Oh, is this a memory chip? Criminals always say, dead men tell no tales, silencing witnesses to cover up their crime. The data's been recovered. Access my mind space and I'll share it with you.
That's new. Oh, yeah! I think we might have done this like once before.
The shark boo as a switch to open up the secret passage.
enter the passcode and then shout "Open Sesame!"
Reminder, there is a 99% probability of finding clues on the Shark Boo's chassis.
They've used this shark boo as a switch to open up the secret passage. Just what exactly do those uncivilized thugs take intelligent constructs for? I thought the kind of criminal syndicate that would take in the likes of Bing Bong would lack the intelligence to be capable of causing any serious trouble. But it appears that thought was rather naive.
Although you fell victim to the Shark Boo's reflexive bite, fortunately, it has resulted in the discovery of the switch for the secret passage. There are 4 distorted numbers etched beneath the sticker. It's probably not the passcode for the secret passage. Is this the passcode for the secret
1138.
passage? It seems to be the passcode for the secret passage. Agreed. Officer Jingyi is absolutely correct. Engaging in criminal activity with this level of intellect is vastly overconfident.
We've pieced together the clues. Time to exit the mind space.
Wait, it says it like right there.
We've pieced together. Enter the passcode to the secret passage to open it. You haven't forgotten it, have you, Proxy?
Mm-hmm. I remember the passcode. It's...
Open green pea.
Master, one of the thugs from the Bangboos Boonappers has been detected and is currently approaching your and Officer Jingyi's location. Your small size plus their limited intelligence have precluded your discovery for now. However, it is impossible to advance any further. Suggestion. Factoring in Officer Jingyi's current state and the 78.63% likelihood that she is currently overdoing it, I have taken the liberty of preparing 2 surprise strategies. The thug patrolling, watching a movie, stops in his tracks near the hiding place. He's so close that you can even see he's watching Never Overtime on his phone. You're left with no other option but to watch it with him. The movie finally finishes, and the thug reveals a relieved smile at the protagonist's happy ending. He puts away his phone, taking out his highly active etheric spray paint as he walks off in another direction. Finally, it's time to act. Think, Master. Think. Would it be faster to wait, or to just fight? That really is a question worth carefully considering.
So many Bangboo, and they all need rescuing.
Please note, the following information is not suitable for Bangboo. For the sake of EOS's well-being, I have changed dismantling to petting, and vital signs to final baseline. Please forgive me for any difference in semantics. This Bangboo seems to have been petted inhumanely, losing its final baseline, and leaving behind nothing more than its chassis.
Just like the shark boo earlier. Yet another one. How inhumane. Committing crimes against Bangboo, one after the other, all so they can take their bodies for their own and flip them for a profit. Oh, human desire, how could you have ever become so twisted? It's completely destroyed. Let's take it out once the rescue is over.
This door needs a key. Let's go find it.
Master, scans have detected a non-corrupted and conscious avocado. It has tried to lie down flat, but has instead been rocking back and forth by 0.5 millimeters at an incredibly high frequency. Hypothesis: the avocado tried to play dead, but ended up exposing itself in its state of panic.
I am Officer Jingyi. You're safe now, Avocado. Why is it shaking even more now? Could it be that it snuck into this hollow without permission, and now it's even more panic?
Yeah, this is actually surprisingly dark. But at the same time, it's like, they don't treat robots like people, despite them very clearly having some form of sentient intelligence.
Why is this Bangboos face twitching like that? It's completely destroyed. Let's take it out when it's still conscious. It's completely destroyed. Let's take it out once the rescue is over.
Sufficient gear coins paid. Authentication successful. Opening valve.
All right.
The corruption isn't obvious, but I've almost used up all my power. Don't worry too much about your friend, Avocado. It'll wake up once it gets out and is all charged up. Link up to the Electroboo and read its memory chip.
It's the POV of Electroboo. Looks like we've successfully accessed its memory.
It shocked its way through the door lock using high voltage. That's no small feat.
This is deep inside the Boonapper's base. It's huge.
There are the guards, just as expected.
I heard something. Huh? What's the Bangboo doing here? Is it an escapee? Don't move!
Huh? I think I just saw the silhouette of a shark boo. Let me investigate. Hang on. There was a shark boo among all those Bangboo. Let me just check if it's Teddy. Teddy has a blemish on its ear from when it was protecting Holly once. And there's glue on its butt that Holly stuck there when she was just a kid. It's Teddy. We did it! The corruption is starting to show now. We have to hurry. Now that we know where Teddy is, how can we get in there?
We can't let any of our Bangboo get away!
This guy really knows how to fight. Incredible.
Yeah, the boss finds out about this. He'll talk my pay for a month. I'll find it! Nowhere to run now. Trying to squeeze your way through? Oh, why, you unscrupulous little Bangboo. You'll never make it out. Just give up. Ah! The Bangboo are escaping! Boss! Ah! Why, you? What do you think you're doing? Shouting for the boss over this?
The data's been corrupted. Go and manually recover it at the Electroboo's last known whereabouts. The Electroboo should still be mobile. If I'm not mistaken, we can follow it in, and we should run into it while it is making its escape. There's still some information missing. Keep looking for the last part. The data has been recovered. We can unlock the next memory now. This should be the Electroboo's memory of when it was attacked. Oh, the shocked Bangboo have started to come too.
He's beaten them silly, but they're still trying to run off! If you're not going to do this the easy way, we'll have to do it the hard way.
That must be the boss. This thug is their boss. He's both stronger and smarter than any of the thugs we've run into so far. Well, he's at least 0.73% better. Look, the gloves that 0.73% guy used to pick up the Electroboo are completely scorched, meaning we can trace his fingerprints and uncover his true identity. Turns out that 0.73% guy is no joke. He's a fugitive suspect in 3 criminal investigations. No wonder he hasn't been caught. Has he been laying low in the hollows all this time? Huh. Well, seeing as you're so keen to come down to the precinct, don't blame me if I show you no mercy next time we see each other.
The Electroboo converts. Here's the entrance, Wise.
That's pretty much all of the info. We can head back now. The Electroboo has been a real help. Let's head over to the secret passage. Teddy should be right here. It's that 0.73% guy. Take him out, and we can rescue Teddy. It's completely destroyed. Let's take it out once the rescue is over.
This part is way more in depth than the other two. Definitely way imbalanced. But whatever, this is interesting. Oh.
The pressure's so high. The target is just up ahead. Chingy, can you keep going?
I'm fine. Saving Teddy is what's important.
I swear on my blade. Leave the rest. Yep. Resistance is futile. Such provocations don't go unanswered.
Understood. Killed again. State the drill. Justice is served.
Us? Maybe? Oh, there we go.
You actually made it this far! What's this?
An elite enemy? Now things are starting to get a bit tricky. Nevertheless, I'm still going to get all of the civilians out of here. None left behind.
I'll take you.
Yeah? Fine.
Weak spot located.
There's nowhere to run. Face the consequences.
Purging slash. Yeah. Surrender. Mind and body.
Got him. God.
Justice will be served.
Restore order. My blade is already sheathed.
That actually took quite a bit. We're like high-level characters. Oh, second cutscene. Jesus.
50 meters. The hollow exit is just up ahead.
Chingy, do you copy? Can you make it?
Humans. Such an interesting species. These aren't living creatures. Yet they won't abandon them, no matter what. This obsession, longing, and suffering. Is that what life truly is?
Three strikes and you're done, right? We've already had public security's help 3 times now. Why don't we just skip today?
You misunderstand. I'm just here to express my gratitude. You 2 upstanding citizens helped me investigate the missing Bangboo case. Thank you. Teddy was repaired and I took him to Holly. It was quite moving to see them reunited.
There's no need to thank us. We didn't really do anything.
Right. If it weren't for Chingy, then we could have easily lost Eos.
Huh? What was that you were saying?
Oh, I just wanted to ask how you've recovered, Chingy.
My body is fine, of course. After some maintenance, I'm feeling even better than before. If anything, the real headache is that Juyuan and her constant nagging about how reckless we were.
Juyuan is probably just hoping that you'll take better care of yourself.
Actually, I'm not a person who doesn't look after myself. I've always known how important I am. It's just that as automatons, our views on life are quite different from those of humans. In the end, the purpose of intelligent machines is to be discarded in place of humans when danger arises. However, you could say I felt a certain weight inside the hollow this time.
What happened in the hollow?
Well, I guess I could say that I understood the weight of life. I don't know. Maybe I've been affected by humans somehow.
Actually, it doesn't matter if we're talking about a Bangboo or you, Chingy. We've never thought of you as something that could just be discarded in a moment of danger.
Right. Both of you are important and irreplaceable partners.
A friendly reminder, Master. If you are handing out compliments, then please, don't forget Fairy.
I suppose this is a similar feeling to what happened inside the hollow.
Oh, come on, Chingy. You're holding out on us. You haven't said anything about what actually happened there.
If you're so curious, then perhaps you'd be interested in applying to become an assistant public security officer.
Become a public security officer? I don't think that would suit me. And besides, community service work is way too...
Speaking of which, after Julian heard the whole story, she decided to put the plan to completely abolish Internaut on hold for now. As for the local community services, unfortunately that will become a standardized project in the future. It's a real headache. By the way, I also brought the horror movies I rented for community service last time. I figured now would be the best time to return them. I felt like the scenes where someone was possessed really resonated with me.
Oh? What do you mean? How would an intelligent machine empathize with that? We can't let Eos meet Qingyi.
Huh? When did you get here? Eos, I mean, Bangboo 01?
The feeling of being possessed is indeed unbearable. But it really does seem to make you stronger, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Really? I guess they just don't address that it's the same exact Bangboo model as Fathom. She's got to know. Actually, wait, no, we did run into her later on, and didn't she know that we were Fathom? So I think this might be why. Ugh, it sucks when this shit is out of order. Ugh. You're out of order. We're all out of order. Dude, that last segment took like almost an hour. Just part 3 alone. Holy shit. Alright, so we only got this one left. Unfortunately, I think I'm going to call it early for today. I'm going to go grind so that we can get our characters up some more. And yeah, that is it for today, guys. The end of day 1602 of streaming in a row. Tomorrow, Genshin Impact. Hopefully it's going to be Lantern Festival is going to be kicked off by then. We've been waiting for that for a little bit, and hopefully we can pull for Arlecchino. And yeah, Wednesday will be Marvel Rivals, and then back to Zenless Zone Zero on Thursday, which will be the big update for the 1.5. I believe that's the next update. And we're gonna be diving into that and see how that goes. But yeah, that is it for today. Thank you for coming out and hanging out. Like always, links down below for my Blue Sky Twitter, as well as links over to my YouTube channel where all my previous streams are uploaded and archived over there. And yeah, I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow with some Genshin Impact. If not, I'll see you guys back here on Thursday with some more Zenless Zone Zero. See ya.